Hello, everybody. Just realized I looked so grumpy, and I'm like, I'm not really. I'm just tired. We have Japan Crate today. It's another Sakura box because it's Sakura season, so we'll have a lot of cherry blossom related items. Um, I also have two coffees to taste test, and they're both from Bones Coffee Company. And this one is called S'more Time. It's a cold brew latte, and it's supposed to taste like s'mores. And I love the cans. The packaging that they have is just awesome. This one's got Bigfoot, a skeleton, and a werewolf roasting marshmallows at a campfire. I mean, how perfect is that? And then this one is Holy Cannoli, another cold brew latte, cannoli flavor. I love the whole Godfather as a skeleton thing going on. So we'll try those at some point during the video. But first, we have our little booklet, and it's always comes so beautifully packed. And then I rummage around, and it looks like a disaster. I almost said like a tornado hit it, but we've had so many tornadoes in the area or in Ohio lately that I don't even want to. um, right now, the forecast is potential for tornado watches. Not entirely sure what exactly that means because isn't that potential every day? I mean, there's always a potential for it. It's not even raining. I mean, we were supposed to have thunderstorms all night. We didn't get anything. It's supposed to be raining, start raining like a half hour or so. But I mean, I was looking at the forecast and it's like a hundredth of an inch. Is that even rain? I mean, that's what, one drop? Anyway, this is Cherry Blossom box. Are they not doing it by levels anymore? Did I ask that last month? I know they've made some big changes since Boxu took them over. But let's see what we've got. I don't know where Neko is. He was awake. I messaged him, and I haven't heard anything back. So I don't know what's going on. His loss. Where's the first thing? Hmm. No. Is this it? Okay. This is Research Strawberry Cream Biscuit. Bring this delightful treat to your Hanami picnic. The sweet symphony of strawberry cream and crispy biscuit pairs perfectly with tea. Hey, I've got my iced tea right here, as usual. Poor thing got broken in transit. It was a big round cookie thing. Now it's kind of in chunks. I guess there's a layer of something in the middle. It's super thin, so it's hard to see, but there's something in there. Tastes a little bit like a graham cracker. No, not really a graham cracker. Animal cracker. And it's got just a hint of strawberry flavor. If it had just a tiny bit more of the filling, it'd be super good. Because that little hint of strawberry is nice. I just like tiny bit more. Yeah, it tastes like an animal cracker. That's good. And yes, it would be very good with like a cup of hot tea. Oh wow, that's little teeny tiny thing. I just thought it was going to be something a little bigger. Hello Kitty chocolate. Unwrap the sweetness of this Hello Kitty shaped chocolate and uncover your fortune with a hidden omikuji in the wrapper. What will spring bring you? Well, let's find out. It's going to bring me a piece of Hello Kitty chocolate. Oh, poor thing is a little bit melted. It says something, but I think it's all in Japanese. And it's very, very hard to see. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is a tiny bit of something under the picture. It's very hard to read. Very hard to see. Yeah, it's all in Japanese. I can't read it. Oh, well. It is a nice little piece of chocolate, though. It's very tasty chocolate. And again, we get gum. As every box, we have to have a little gum. This is strawberry bubble gum. Miss Strawberry picking season? This gum will take you on a whimsical journey through the flavors of freshly picked strawberries. Well, here in Ohio, strawberry season is end of May, 1st of June. Troy Strawberry Festival is usually the first weekend in June. It's a big deal, especially if you're in Miami County. Potato rings, plum. Plunge into the flavor fiesta of this snack, where the zesty dance of plum and the crunch of potato rings transport you to a vibrant plum orchard in full bloom. I'm curious. Oh, come on! Oh, goodness gracious. Ah, trying not to destroy the packaging. I'm trying to set up a trade with somebody, and they were asking for international packaging, food packaging. So here's what they look like, little rings. Oh. No. No. Those are not for me. It's a really tart. When we get the dried plums, a lot of times they're super tart, and that's what those are. And I don't care for that. Not for me. Uh, let's see if we can get something A little more my speed. Cream Cologne Sakura Matcha. The bitter notes of matcha perfectly complement the floral sweetness of cherry blossom in this snack, creating a harmony of flavors. Please taste better than the plum thing. There's a lot of packaging. It's a cool little box. I like the box. So they look like these little green things, and they've got kind of a pinky brown colored stuff in the middle. Not bad. I like these. The concept reminds me of like a combos, but it's like the texture's a little different. What is this like? The green part, the outer part, is crunchy like one of those Purine cookies, and then it's got this really creamy, like frosting almost in the middle. Yeah, I like these. Pachi Pachi Panic Popping Candy. Boost your spring excitement with some popping candy. Each pop turns moments into lively celebrations of the vibrant season. I imagine these are going to be similar to Pop Rocks. Okay. They look like Pop Rocks. They're kind of a, kind of a brownish color. Um, Reminds me of like a cola flavored candy. The color of it. Just like Pop Rocks. Can you hear that? I'm not sure what the flavor is supposed to be. I don't see anything in English on here that would help me. Ow. It's good, but I'm not sure what it is. Root beer? Maybe? Is root beer a thing in Japan? I'm not sure if it's a flavor that goes everywhere. Okay. These things. Crate Sakura Matcha. These wafer sticks feature a delicious blend of green tea and sakura, providing a delightful twist to the traditional cherry blossom treats. So these are definitely more like a Purine type cookie. They're kind of a almost lavender color, which unfortunately it looks all washed out on the screen. And then they have like a white stripe. Then inside it's got like a greenish color. I don't know if you can see it very well. And that's the matcha part. I like these a lot. But then if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I love wafers. So these are right up there. I like them. No, no, no. No. Is that deep? Well, let's see. That's that. Then that. Then that. Then the Kit Kat. Then that. Then that. Then that. And that's the DIY. Okay, I'm guessing it must be this because it's a different picture. The little wrappers on these are cute. I do have a lady who's interested in trading me some food postcards for some international snack or food wrappers. I might send her one of these wrappers. These are really pretty. I think this is the Sakura soft candy. As soft as cherry blossom hues, each bite of this melt in your mouth candy encapsulates the sweet essence of spring. But see, the picture in here is very different, which makes me wonder if I was supposed to get like a package of them, and at the last minute they switched it to 2. I don't know. But let's find out what they taste like. Okay, so it's a little white candy. It is soft, like feels texture wise like saltwater taffy. It's a real subtle flavor. It's got a little bit of mm, maybe a little bit of vanilla to it. It's probably supposed to be cherry blossom. Whatever that is really nice. Okay. This is the next one. Bit rich milk chocolate. Craving a break from Sakura and strawberry flavors? Indulge in the luxurious richness of this smooth and creamy milk chocolate instead. Well, I like milk chocolate. I would venture to say I probably like most chocolate. Especially higher end chocolate. Now, if I could just get it open. There we go. And unfortunately, it got melted. So, so that there. That's a nice chocolate. That's a really nice chocolate. It's a really creamy chocolate. I like that. It's a good one. Okay, we got Happy Nikukyu Peach Gummy. Trust us, you'll be happy as the Nikukyu cat when you see the beautiful cherry blossom lights at night this spring. Oh, maybe that's the message I was waiting on. Sure, half hour later. Okay, these are super cute. Kind of looks like a flower, but it also kind of looks like a paw print. On the front, it looks like paw prints. But that one looked more like a flower. Here it goes this way. It is kind of a little paw print. It's cute. It's squishy. It says it's supposed to be peach. I'm not a huge gummy person. My tastes have changed a lot. I used to love gummy bears and things, but now I think they taste kind of like soap. I'm getting that same thing here. I don't know why they make me think of soap. But I don't know. This one is called Strawberry Thunder. Experience spring's sweet harvest in every bite of Strawberry Thunder with real strawberry bits. Sounds good to me. If I can get into it. Not sure where I put my scissors. They might be in a box somewhere. I've been cutting things out again. So they're kind of a pinky colored chocolate on top of like a milk colored chocolate. Mmm. It's got like cookie in the middle. Like Twix would have, like a cookie in the middle. And there's little bits of strawberries. And there's a little bit of chocolatey stuff. It's more like a chocolate covered cookie than just a straight candy bar. I thought it was gonna be, just chocolate covered strawberry, but I mean, you can taste the strawberry coming through. Don't really taste much of the chocolate itself. And the big change they made was they got rid of the drinks and they put in the Kit Kats. And this is Kit Kat Matcha Latte. A bite of this Kit Kat is like savoring a cup of matcha latte in a serene Japanese tea garden surrounded by cherry blossoms. It's got a picture of an origami crane made out of a Kit Kat wrapper. I hope they aren't thinking I'm going to be making origami cranes. I'm not good at that. So that's what they look like in the little packets. And they even give you a space so you can write like a little message to whoever you're giving it to. I think that's cute. And again, it got a little melty, so the word Kit Kat is kind of gone. Oh. Normally I would break them apart, but with them being all melted like that. It's kind of sweet because it's got like a white chocolate base. I don't know how to describe matcha. Or at least this version of it. I mean, I guess it tastes kind of green. Is green a flavor? I just don't know how to describe it. It's good. I like it. I said that about almost everything in the box except those plum potato ring things. Next we have, is that this one? I think it goes this way. Well, everything on the back is right side up. Okay. Shimi Choco Corn Strawberry. Enjoy a star-shaped snack reminiscent of Goryakaku. 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 A star fort in Hokkaido and one of the most famous cherry blossom spots in Japan. And I completely butchered the name of it because I don't really speak Japanese. I know a few words that I had to learn for work when I worked at Panasonic. So they're little star-shaped crunchy things. There is a little bit of strawberry flavor there. They remind me of Lucky Charms, only softer, if that makes any sense. They're not as hard as a Lucky Charm, but they're like similar texture. And there's some strawberry there. It's not super strong. Okay. The name of these kind of threw me. Mini asparagus strawberry biscuits. I'm guessing asparagus maybe is the shape. Snack on these while cherry blossom watching. They'll definitely add an extra crunch to your Hanami adventure. So I think, based on what we learned in the Boxu box, Hanami is cherry blossom watching at night? I know it's cherry blossom watching. I think it's at night. Because for whatever reason, I don't see a definition for it here. So I'm guessing that the shape is where the asparagus part comes in. This would be a mini asparagus. They're a little crunchy cookie with a hint of strawberry. I'm thinking that perhaps when it comes to, snacks and things, maybe the Japanese palate likes a more subtle flavor. Because most of these things have been very subtle. Get that out of the way. Got 3 more items. 1 more that we're going to try. And these are ume mints. Refresh with ume flavored mints, where cooling mint meets the charm of early blooming plum blossoms. Should I be afraid that they're plum related? I like American plums. And the majority of the Japanese-based plum-flavored things have not been favorites. I'm sad to say. But sometimes it's because they're salty, and sometimes it's because they're just so darn tart. But then every so often we get one that's really sweet and flavorful, and so I don't know. So these are just little teeny. Now you probably won't even be able to see them. Little teeny balls of whatever. No. Oh. No. Ugh. I don't like those at all. I'll eat those potato things before I eat that. Yuck. Yuck. Okay. So the bonus item this month are these cherry blossom chopstick rests. So there's 2 of them in here. I don't want to unwrap them because that bow is so pretty and I don't want to mess it up. But it is what it says. You just take your chopstick and you lay it across there so that they don't lay on the table. I think they're really cute. I thought they were going to be a little bigger, but I guess this is really all you need. It's big enough to set the tip of your chopstick down so that, it's not rolling all over the table. It says, spruce up your dining setup with a pair of charming ceramic Sakura chopstick rests or hashioki. In Japan, these rests not only symbolize respect for food, but also provide a practical way to keep your chopsticks off the table, especially when not in use. The delicate cherry blossom design adds a touch of Japanese elegance, making them perfect for spring events or everyday dining. Let the beauty of cherry blossoms grace your table. I think these are really, really pretty. Really cute. And I do have some nice chopsticks. Well, they're nice to me anyway. Um, I want to learn how to use them properly. I'm not very good at it. I do struggle. But yeah, I am definitely interested in learning how to use them better. And then this is the DIY kit, which one of these days, I know we keep saying it, but one of these days, we're going to gather them all the ones we can find, and just have a DIY snack day. This one is Candy Apple DIY. It says, looking for a spring activity to do at home? This DIY candy kit lets you join the fun without missing out. So you add the syrup and toppings into the tray, you skewer a candy onto the toothpick, you dip it in the syrup, you add the toppings, and enjoy. Well, that sounds like I could probably do that. I don't have to mix anything, right? Let's be daring and do this one today. If I can get it open. There we go. I don't know why all of these packages are so hard to open this time. Okay, so there's, looks like pastel colored sugar, no sprinkles. And unfortunately the camera's not picking up the colors very much. And then there's this gooey stuff. That must be the second attempt I made to get the code for the thing I'm trying to do. And that's what the candy looks like on a little toothpick. So, is there a notch to open it? Yeah, there's a notch. We're supposed to put the syrup stuff on one side. It's so sticky. Mmm. Mmm. Is that supposed to be apple flavor? Whatever it is, it's good. Okay, and then we put the sprinkles on the other side of the tray. I would do this up higher, but I don't want to dump them all over, especially into the keyboard of the computer. That would be bad. So then we poke this with the little toothpick. This is like a dark dusty pink, and on screen, to me anyway, it looks almost white. So we dip it in this red goo, which of course pulls it off of the stick. And then we dip it in the sprinkly stuff. I guess it's a little bit appley flavor. It is kind of fun to dip in the different things, except that the syrupy stuff wants to pull it off the toothpick. That's kind of fun. I'll save some of those for Neko, so you can have a chance to play with it. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Since it was a DIY that I didn't have to mix anything. And the only other thing that was in the box, other than the little paper squiggles, was the nutrition information. Okay. Sakura Flower Fortune. Embark on a petal-picking journey with our Cherry Blossom Fortune game. Pluck the delicate blossoms and unveil your destiny as they hold the key to winning incredible prizes, from Segway Mart coupons to exclusive Starbucks Sakura merch straight from Japan. So there's a QR code. I will have to try that later. And of course, the Japan Crate community. There's different people who do unboxings. Segway Mart has all kinds of goodies. SegwayMart.com. We've done openings of things that we've gotten through there. In the United States, the price of the items is reasonable, but the shipping is insane. We bought, as I had like $72, $73, something like that. Well, I had like $65 available credit from where my Halloween box never did show up. So they gave me credit for Segway Mart or Japan Crate or wherever, rather than refunding the money or applying it to the next month, which is what I asked them to do. And they sent me the credit instead, but fine. I wanted to try some of the things off Segway Mart anyway. And I ordered a couple extra things. So I spent about $68, give or take. And the shipping was almost $75. It was like 73 and change or something. The shipping was more than the merchandise. But part of that was because since it was food, they had to ship it through like DHL International Express or something like that, which is a higher rate, shipping rate. Once it shipped, it got here fairly quickly. It just took a while for it to ship. And the one thing never did come, and they ended up giving me credit for that. And for like $1 item, maybe it might have been $1.50 at most. It wasn't anything more than that. For an item that was between $1 and $1.50, they gave me like a $20 credit because I was inconvenienced because they didn't have the item. So I'm like, okay. I would have been happy for just the amount of the item credited back to my credit card, but so then I ended up applying that. That's when I started Boxu. So I took that credit and it paid for half a Boxu box. Well, that works. Okay, Cherry Blossom. Step into the ethereal realm of Japan's Sakura season with our Cherry Blossom Crate. Unwrap Sakura-infused delights, savor fragrant spring flavors, and partake in Hanami, a cherished tradition where admirers gather beneath the delicate hues of cherry blossom trees, appreciating their fleeting beauty. I just think this is really pretty with all the lovely florals and things. And that wraps up the box. I still have the 2 coffees I haven't opened yet. I am really curious about cannoli flavored coffee. And I just think these cans are awesome. I mean, the packaging is amazing. If nothing else, they win on packaging. These are by Bones Coffee. Bones Coffee Company. I have seen them advertising on Facebook where they sell like the ground coffee. We found these at Walmart. They clearanced out a couple of the coffees I really, really, really liked. Broke my heart that I can't get Ding Dong coffee anymore. I didn't care about the Twinkie, so I was fine that was gone. And they did clearance out a whole bunch of other ones. What they replaced the Ding Dong and the Twinkie with were Snickers, my favorite of the whole bunch, and Twix. So the way I see it, they replaced my number 2 coffee with my number 1 coffee. And then there was a whole bunch of other brands, canned coffees, and they brought in 5 different flavors from Bones. So Let's try it. I hope it's good. It's okay. It's a stronger coffee flavor than I was anticipating. Um, as somebody who's not a huge fan of actual coffee flavor, it's fine. I was just anticipating it being a little less bleh, coffee, but it is good. What's the line? Take the guns, leave the cannoli, or something like that. It's all right. Am I gonna like s'mores better? That is the question. Let's scoot this over so I don't knock that on the floor. I absolutely love this with Bigfoot, the skeleton, and werewolf making their s'mores at the campfire. And there's a little bat, a couple little bats in the background. There's a little spooky tree, another little spooky tree. Bigfoot's roasting a marshmallow. Skeleton's holding a flashlight under his chin, like when you tell ghost stories. And werewolf has his paws out, warming them by the fire. I just think that is so cute. And then there's marshmallows all over the place. Wow, 220 calories for this little can. It's an 11-ounce can. So it's not even as big as a soda. And I mean, it's an ounce less than your typical soda can. And about 70 calories more. I like this one better. Probably because it's got some chocolate in there. Um, I do find, for me, if it's got a little chocolate in there, I tend to like it better. Am I just a chocoholic, or is it because of the play between chocolate and coffee? They say when you make a chocolate cake, put a little spoonful of coffee in there, and like instant coffee or whatever, and that will bring the chocolate flavor up. And I think maybe that's what's happening here. Is the chocolate does something that appeals to me. The cannoli one is only 210 calories. This one's 220. Total sugars, 28 grams. If you're diabetic, you probably don't want to drink these. Or if so, do it very sparingly because this will probably send your sugar into orbit. But I think I like the s'mores one better than the cannoli one. Which is funny because I'm not a huge fan of s'mores. But that's mostly because I don't really love marshmallow. I would like marshmallow better if it was less sweet. Me, the person with such a huge sweet tooth, I don't really care for marshmallows because they're too sweet. All right, so that's all I have for today. Um, since I liked both of these coffees fairly well, I might try some of the other flavors, but they're like $3 a piece for these little cans. I can pay $2.98, $2.88. I think it's $2.98 for the Snicker ones, which are my favorites, and they don't taste as much like coffee, and they're in a bottle, and you get 2.5 more ounces. Where these are like around $3. So I mean, these flavored coffees are not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. Although I did find one at Aldi. It was a French vanilla one. And it's in the 13.5 ounce bottle. And they were only like $1.99, $1.79. I don't know, somewhere in that range. So next time I go to Aldi, I'm going to stock up on those. Because, I mean, they're so much cheaper and they're really good. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I don't know what else is coming up. I'm, I guess we'll wait and see. Um, I'm trying to get my trial of Walmart Plus started because I really just don't want to drive all the way out to Walmart. And if I can get them to bring stuff here, I was going to stop at Walmart on the way home. And the way I normally go, I forgot they were doing road closures. And of course, it's from like 7:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. Well, that doesn't help me when I'm coming home at 8 in the morning. So, I mean, I could go a different way, but it takes me way out of my way to go that way. And if Neko ever gets up, we could like go get lunch. Well, it's 10:30 now, so we could either go get a late breakfast or a lunch. Or if we go a little later, I'm hoping that the storms miss us. They're predicting possible thunderstorms and the possibility of a tornado watch, which got my client's grandma all in a tizzy and she was panicking. They didn't say it was a watch, and you don't even have to panic until it's a warning. Right now, we're not even getting weather, so I mean, it's nothing out there. It's not raining. There's no wind. Nothing. It's calm and warm. It's nice. It's not bright sun. I mean, it's overcast, but right now, at this moment, we are not getting bad weather. And she was panicking last night over what might happen today because the one news channel, when they did their weather report, said there is a possibility of a tornado watch. And yeah, Ohio has had a bad tornado season so far. But that doesn't mean we're going to get hit. A possibility of a watch, that's every day. Every single day, there's a possibility that there could be a tornado watch. Especially if there's rain in the forecast. So how is today any different than any other day? Other than she heard that and went completely nuts and then got my client all worked up. And I'm sitting there going, calm down. It's nothing to worry about yet. But every time I get my client calmed down, his grandmother would call and get him all worked up again. And I'm like, seriously? They had me running around like a maniac this morning, gathering all this stuff because she insists that he has to go to her house. And of course, oh, I want to take this and I want to take that and I want to take this other thing and I'm this and that and the other. And I'm like, the chances are you're only going to be there for a couple hours. Do you really need to take half of everything you own? I couldn't talk about it. It was just like, I'm taking all this stuff. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then when the shift change came, so the girl that relieved me, I was just like, sorry, I tried to talk him out of some of it. You don't really need all that. Yeah, I do. I gotta have it. Okay. So we gathered it all up, and he's got enough stuff he could stay 2 or 3 nights if he had to. I hope not, because I don't know where she lives, and I would have to go to her house. And I don't know how that would work. Of course, the problem is, well, I guess logistically, cars. Because if I drove my car there, then how am I going to drive my car and his car back to his house? Unless I drove to his house and somebody picked me up and drove me over there, and then I drove his car home, which is just mind-boggling, but I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow night he will be home and I won't have to worry about that. Because I happen to be off tonight. Anyway, I don't know. It's just craziness around here. So, need to end this video, get it uploaded, see if I can't get my code that I have to enter to do the trial for Walmart Plus so I can see if they actually deliver to my house. So if they don't deliver to my house, then I'm not going to keep it. There's no point. That's the whole reason I'd be getting it. I want to get a couple more plastic bins so that we can finish cleaning out the laundry room. And then hopefully get the washer and dryer out of there so that I can go shopping and buy my new one. I know what I want. I know what I want. And I was also told if I wait a couple weeks, there's supposed to be a couple new models coming in from other companies, so there's a chance there might be a better one coming at a better price. So that's why I'm not like completely crazy about let's get it done, but I kind of want to get it done. Sooner we get it done, the sooner I can go look and decide and buy the thing I want. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope they'll deliver it and hook it up for me because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I've talked almost an extra 10 minutes, so let's do the spiel. Remember to do all the YouTube things. Comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And we will see you in the next video, whatever it may be. At this point, I'm not sure. I think Snack Crate might be on the way. I hope so. I don't remember getting a thing saying it's been shipped. But then when I ordered the France add-on, it said it was on the way. But that's been a while. So maybe it'll come today. I don't know. With the holiday weekend and everything thrown in there, it really confused things. It's like I normally get my paycheck on Fridays and it didn't come until late yesterday because Good Friday the banks were closed and then the holiday and although technically I was paid on time because technically payday is Monday. I just get lucky and get mine on Fridays. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.